Next, I want to talk about two criminals who are mentally ill. Christian B. McLaughlin, who runs a law firm in San Diego, and I forget the name of it, Legal Objective. And he lives with his girlfriend, Lisa D. Bedenitis. Lisa D. Bedenitis is mentally ill, and she has committed so many serious felonies that I couldn't even begin to list them all, and I'm sure she's still doing it. And Christian McLaughlin aids and abets her and helps her every way he can. He actually sent me an email saying he was afraid of her, and he was afraid to leave her because she had a tendency to be violent and had ruined so many people's lives. And they have been on a campaign and committed many violent criminal acts against me, starting as early as 2010 or maybe even 2009. I have reported this to every police agency I could. I have filed numerous legal actions detailing the criminal acts, and the police have done nothing. Speaking of law enforcement not doing their job. So they are two of the people that I want arrested more than just about anybody. And I have filed a legal action or prepared a legal action. It's about 50 pages long already, and I'm still drafting it, that describes their criminal acts. And that may have been posted on Americans Against Foreclosure, and if not, I'm sure Ed has it and would be happy to provide it. If the judge issues an order that law enforcement assists me in making citizens' arrests, and by the way, no law enforcement should be reluctant to assist with a citizen's arrest, because the law in all 50 states is the same. Law enforcement has no liability exposure or any kind of other legal exposure when someone does a citizen's arrest. If the arrest is done wrongfully for any reason, it's the citizen who does it who's legally responsible. So there's no reason law enforcement should not be assisting me to do a citizen's arrest, because they couldn't be liable for it. And I'm more than happy to take legal responsibility for doing these arrests, because it couldn't be clearer that crimes have been committed. And many were committed in California. And California has a very strong citizen's arrest law. It's a statute in the penal code. And in California, it's mandatory. When someone wants to do a citizen's arrest, the police have to do it. They have no choice, or they are violating the law. Now, there could be a problem with all this. Even if the judge issues an order that the police and law enforcement should assist me in doing a citizen's arrest, I think there's a pretty good chance they still won't do it, and they will violate the judge's order. And then I will have to bring what's called an order to show cause, re contempt, and ask them to be held in contempt for violating the court order. And again, I'm not going to get physical and try to take the law into my own hands. I have never done that and never would do that. Everything I do will be done through the courts. So the hearing on Friday should be very interesting. And that's the story on Christian McLaughlin and Lisa D. Bedenitis. So I'll end this video there.